Hey guys, it's Tasha Lenice and I am back with another video. We are in the month of August. You know what that means? That means that is some books that I want to read. So, without further ado, because I don't want to make this video too long, if you'd like to see what I'm reading for the month of August, then keep on watching. This is in no particular order. As you can see, I still have a lot of books on my shelf that need to be read. So, yeah. But last week, I set a goal to try to finish 2 books, and I ended up finishing 3. Clap it up for me. So, I have 6 books here, and I'm feeling really hopeful for this month. But, yeah. So, funny story with this first book. I was reading the Windy City series, and if you guys don't know, I read the first book, Mile High. Everybody used to be like, not used to be, everybody always be like, the first book isn't the greatest. You just got to make it through that first book, and then you can, the rest of the series get better. I particularly happen to enjoy the first book. I don't know why people didn't like it. So I called myself Googling the next book in the series, or like the order, and I must have missed something. And I thought that Play Along was the next book until like a couple weeks ago when somebody was talking about their favorite books in a series or something. And it was like, Play Along is book number 4. And I'm like, book number 4? Child, I Googled it and it indeed was book number 4 in the series. And I'm like, granted, they're interconnected standalone, so it didn't have a problem. And I'm halfway through. I just kind of stopped reading it. Said all that to say, the first book in August is going to actually be the second book, which is The Right Move by Liz Tom Forty. Again, this is the Windy City series. It says a fake relationship under one roof and no escape from the tension building between them. Ryan, I'm the newest captain of the Devils Chicago's NBA team, and the last thing I needed this year was for Indy Ivers, my sister's best friend, to move into my apartment. She's messy, emotional, and way too tempting. But when the team's general manager vocalizes his blatant disapproval of my promotion to captain, referring to me as an unapproachable lone wolf with no work-life balance, I can't think of a better way to convince him otherwise than pretending to date my outgoing roommate. The only problem? Faking it feels far too natural. Having a fake girlfriend wasn't supposed to be messy, but having Indy under my roof and in my bed is complicated, especially when she wants all the romantic parts of life that I can never give her. Indy. I never imagined I'd be living with my best friend's brother, NBA superstar Ryan Shea. Nice last name. Even more unbelievable, he needs me to act as his loving girlfriend who suddenly changed him into a friendly and approachable guy because, well, he's not. He's controlling of his space and untrusting of others. Our arrangement isn't one-sided, though. I'm in a wedding coming up, one where all of my childhood friends, including my ex-boyfriend, will be in attendance, and there's no better date than my ex-celebrity hero. Blurred lines make it almost impossible to separate real from fake. Falling for my roommate was never part of the deal, especially when Ryan is quick to remind me that he doesn't believe in love. I'm a romantic and can't help fantasizing that he'll change, but soon enough I find myself questioning if sharing a roof with my best friend's brother was the right move after all. Sounds cute. Next is a book we all know. A book that's been on my TBR for a minute. But I'm kind of want to get back into this. I'm not halfway through. I'm on page 224. And this is Keeping 13, which is the second book of Binding 13. And it's still following Johnny and Shannon. I don't really want to read the back because I don't want it to spoil anything. But I for some reason, I kind of want to jump back into this world. So that's where we're going. Next is A Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Surprisingly, I believe this is literally the only book of Taylor Jenkins Reid that I have never read by her. I've read all of her other books and loved them, but not Malibu Rising. It says Malibu, August 1983. It's the day of Nina Riva's annual end of summer party, and anticipation is at a fever pitch. Everyone wants to be around the famous Rivias. Rivias? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Nina, the talented surfer and supermodel. Brothers Jay and Hood, one a championship surfer, the other a renowned photographer, and their adored baby sister, Kit. Together, the siblings are a source of fascination in Malibu and the world over, especially as the offspring of the legendary singer Mick Rivia. I want to say this is interconnected with one of her other stories. I don't know if it's Daisy Jones and the Six, but it's interconnected with some story. Yeah. I don't know which one though. The only person not looking forward to the party of the year is Nina herself, who never wanted to be the center of attention and who has also just been very publicly abandoned by her pro tennis player husband. Oh, and maybe Hood, because it's long past time for him to confess something to the brother from whom he's been inseparable since birth. Jay, on the other hand, is counting the minutes until nightfall when the girl he can't stop thinking about promised she'll be there. And Kid has a couple secrets of her own, including a guest she invited without consulting anyone. By midnight, the party will be completely out of control. By morning, the Revilla mansion will have gone up in flames, but before that first spark in the early hours before dawn, the alcohol will flow, the music will play, and the loves and secrets that shape this family's generation will all come rising to the surface. Malibu Rising is a story about one unforgettable night in the life of a family, the night they each have to choose what they will keep from the people who made them and what they will leave behind. Well, there's that. Next up is Sublimination. I forgot who I was watching. Some booktuber, because that's what I do best. Nighttime, usually have a glass of wine, maybe that, and watch YouTube and get recommended books to add to the TBR. And then I just start requesting stuff from the library. So, hence why we have Sublimination. Do you think it's emotionally equivalent to murder? When you immigrate, you leave a copy of yourself behind. An instance. One person enters their new country, the other stays trapped at home. Some instances keep in touch, call each other daily, keep their lives and minds in sync in the hopes of reintegrating and resuming a life as one person. Others, like Suyang, Rose Kang, leave home at 10 years old and never speak to their other selves again. Rose, in America, never imagined going back to Korea until her grandfather died, and her Korean instance, Suyang, called her home for the funeral. She doesn't know that Suyang plans to steal her body and her life. Yeah, nice little thriller. Leaving a copy of yourself behind kind of threw me. But yeah, that sounded interesting. So we got that. Next up is Elisa Jewell. It could have been her. Obviously, this is a very popular book because I only got it for 14 days. So this needs to be the first on my list to read. This says, the deeper she digs, the darker the secrets. Jane Trevally is walking her dogs on her country estate when a small white terrier appears, alone and with no sign of the teenage girl he'd been staying with nearby. When the teenager is reported missing, Jane offers to return the dog to his registered owner, hours away in London. Arriving at a rundown house called Thornwood in the deepest backwaters of Hampstead, she is immediately unsettled because Jane has a dark history with this house. The man who answers the door is not the man that Jane remembers from her past. He's cagey and claims to know nothing about the missing teenage girl. Then, through the window of the house, Jane catches a glimpse of a hunted-looking woman. Conjuring her memories from 25 years ago, Jane knows this unsettling house holds the key to the missing teenager, to her own traumatic story, and to the dark secrets of the past. Yeah. And then the last book is one that I can't really talk about. Like, I can't read the back because it does have a first book, and I don't want to ruin anything from like the first book, and that is Geneva Rose, The Perfect Divorce. Yeah. The first book was The Perfect Marriage, but it says Till Death Do Us Part, yours, not mine. So, yeah. I did read The Perfect Marriage, and now I'm checking out The Perfect Divorce. But 10 minutes isn't bad. But these lovely books are all the books that I plan to read for the month of August. Wish me luck. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section what you plan to read for the month of August. Sorry, it's been almost 2 weeks, but I didn't let this week pass. So yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Money follow you, banana follow you.